Hey, girls, hey, you even put a snake in you? What was wrong? Listen, this is not the time for that. Hey faves, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be having a random opinion about something that is really going on for a very long time. I mean, I wouldn't say really going on for a very long time. I think it's just like a topic that everybody's discussing right now. And I wanted to give my opinion, but I feel like I have a lot to say. So I wanted to do a video to say the lot I have to say, because if I decide to type it, it's not going to be enough. So I had to send the screenshot to my laptop so I can read it exactly from my laptop. And I know most of you have heard about it because you guys are all on social media, but that's okay. This is just my opinion, and I don't know how you feel about it, but if you don't know about it too, I'm going to read it out to you, and then you can listen to the story, and I'm going to go like one slide to one slide to one slide and then give my opinion. Okay, so let's begin. So the whole thing was you were supposed to share your social media pressure experience, right? And then sorry, pardon me. You are supposed to share your social media pressure experience, and then this lady said, let me share mine. Thanks for bringing this up. This is okay, she was basically saying it's a minister at East Legon, and the minister has got a big snake in his closet, and when you meet him, he will do everything you ask. So basically she's saying like anything you want, even if you say you want a car, he's gonna get it for you, like stuff like that. Then she said, but he won't ask for sex in return till you start to offer yourself. He will take you to big hotels for continuous weeks, then later he will take you to his house. So that means it's basically like what he does all the time. Like he's not gonna take you to like his house at the beginning. He's gonna take you to like hotels, and then later on he'll take you to his house, from what I'm reading. Then the next slide says she's in level 200 and she's now at UPSA. This man made me feel so welcomed in his house. He promised me a lot of things and was giving me 10K every week. I was really living the big girl life till one day I went to his house on the weekend, and after making out, and he asked me to wait for 30 minutes before I let the driver drop me to my hostel. He served me some drinks, and after some time I became so horny, and what I saw next was a big snake on the bed. He told me to hold the snake and insert, and I will enjoy. I became very scared and didn't want to do it, but he insisted and promised to buy me 3-bedroom house and a car. It sounded very good, so I held the tail and inserted it. It felt good though, but I was scared. She basically said she made a mistake, okay? She said she kept pushing it till she came, like I kept pushing it till I come, like CUM. And he put it back in the closet. He gave me a check of 30,000, which is 30K, and thanked me for doing one of his fantasies. Next slide, she said later he made the driver drop me at my hostel, and that was it. We never spoke for 3 days, and I never heard from him again, and his number was always busy. And the security wouldn't allow me to enter the house. For 1 week, my V, which is her vagina, started to itch, but she thought it was normal. She started to bleed and even bought a lot of combo from Christmas sale, basically like saying she bought those kind of vagina stuff that they sell on the internet to solve her itch for her. It got worse by day. She visited so many hospitals, she took so many medications, and she visited a lot of herbalists, yet she was still bleeding and having itchiness down there. On January 15th, she started discharging maggots. You heard me, she started discharging maggots. And she said, as we still speak, what am I saying? As we still speak, I'm still discharging. And she says she's at some prayer camp, and there still be no changes. Her issue keeps getting worse and worse day by day. Every pastor she has gone to and herbalist are all saying the same thing, that the MP used her for rituals, and her parents cannot attack him because it's something which is spiritual, and she literally has no evidence to, talk about something like that. She's just waiting for her last days on earth. And then she wrote under it, please share for your followers and stay away from MPs and do not be like me. So that is the girl's story. So now it's time for my long talk. Okay, so first of all, looking at what the girl is saying, you can see that she basically has no faith. That is it, because she feels like she has tried so many times. She has done so many things and it's still not going. But from my perspective, I feel like if you believe in God, like you watching this video, if you believe in God, you know that like there's absolutely nothing that he cannot do. As a matter of fact, let's be very honest, there is nothing God cannot do. Like nothing. You can't tell me there's something he cannot do, because he can do everything. The only thing is he's gonna do it in his time. Okay, he's not gonna do it in your time, he's going to do it in his time. But then again, your faith needs to be this big so that he does it. I'm not saying if your faith is not that big, he wouldn't do it, because I'm not like, I don't preach and stuff like that, so I can't really say too much. But I am personally saying that reading everything she said, you can see that she clearly does not have faith, because a little bit of faith can move a lot of mountains. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, but like, even if you had a faith this tiny, the Bible and God lets you know that even if your faith is this tiny, it can do a lot of stuff. By looking at what she's saying, you can probably see that she has no faith and she has given up. And maybe the reason why something would happen to her, like the death she's wishing on herself, maybe the reason why the death she's wishing on herself will come to her is because she has no faith. Because she literally has no faith. She's supposed to feel like she knows this is what she's going through, but she's not bothered about it because she knows God is going to do it. You need to literally leave yourself. Like, I know it's very hard, but you need to leave yourself. Like, you need to leave yourself and just trust fully. We are talking about God here. Look at how you guys trust your boyfriends. Look at how like you trust random people. Look at the way she trusted the random person she saw and put that snake into her. So if she was giving God that amount of trust she gave to the person to be able to insert that snake, she will be fine. I mean, God does everything in his timing, and you don't know what he has planned. I don't know, maybe he has planned that you went against my laws, and so I'm not going to do. But I feel like that's not God. Our God is very forgiving, and so I feel like that's not what he's trying to say. He has a reason why she's still the way she is, but he's going to do everything in his time. And then again, they said before he created us, he knew us. So you obviously know that before God created us, he already had a plan for us and he already knows the plan. So maybe if it, like, he knew it was gonna happen and he watched it happen because he knows what it's like. You know how it's like they knew what was gonna happen to Jesus. He was gonna be on the cross. But then they made it happen because it was supposed to happen. So I feel like it was obviously supposed to happen, and that's the reason why it happened. I don't think anything just happens out of the blue. Also, I was scrolling through social media, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat and everything, and I'm looking at so many people's comments saying, oh, you are greedy, like so many girls. Like, you can literally see like so many girls saying stuff like that, insulting her, saying bad stuff about her. Like, I'm really bothered. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bothered, because I feel like half of those people who are saying that are in the same shit. Do you feel me? Half of you are doing the same thing. The only difference between you and the girl is that they have not shown you the snake yet. That's the only difference. They showed her the snake, she fell for it, and she's having a problem right now. But you that you're talking, they literally just have not shown you the snake yet. And if they show you the snake, you might probably also fall, because maybe he's not even gonna say insect. Maybe he's going to say something else which you would be interested in and think it makes sense, and then you're also going to fall for it. So right now, I feel like what you are supposed to do is be thinking about yourself. Like, you that you're in the same situation, you're supposed to be thinking about yourself. You're not supposed to be thinking about somebody who has already put the snake in here and be insulting her and stuff like that. Listen, no amount of insults you rain on that girl is going to change her situation. She is stressed right now, and if somebody is in a situation like that, I feel like this is not the time to be shaming somebody and making her feel stupid, because she already knows that what she did was stupid. So this is not the time for you to be giving your opinion like you are very stupid and how could you do that. She did it already. Don't ask her no questions. You're supposed to be praying for her. If she's your friend, motivating her, increasing her faith, asking her to increase her faith in God. But everything you guys are saying on the internet is not going to save the situation, and that is a fact. This is not the time to be like, she's very stupid. Why did she do something like that? Hey, girls. Hey, you even put a snake in you. What was wrong? Listen, this is not the time for that. Even about the fact that you guys keep saying she even put the snake in her and stuff like that. Bear in mind, she was literally the only one in the whole house with the man. Think about what he would have done if, she didn't do it. Think about what he would have done if she didn't do it because she was alone. And for somebody who we are saying is a ritualist, there are so many things he could have done. He could have even killed her. So maybe God was even some way, somehow trying to save her from dying by letting her do it. You know, like, you guys have no idea what is going on. Y'all just stand up and just speak and say whatever enters your head. And I think that's very crazy and that's very sick. You're not supposed to be doing that about people, especially when the person is not your family member. You're just supposed to take the good side, advise yourself, and move on with your life. You're not supposed to be on the internet insulting a person, saying, hey, snake, a whole snake. People are doing worse than that, and they are not dead yet, and they have not started getting maggots yet. So they are talking about somebody's own because the maggot is coming up. But lady, be for real. You, this lady watching this video, who knows that you're doing the same thing, be for real. You know that you're doing the exact thing. You guys are saying, oh, hey, shouting. That's my problem. My problem is, I don't know why everybody is shouting about it like you are not doing the same thing. The guy you're following, that you don't know him, but he said he likes you, and he's giving you 5,000 to go out with your friends and 2,000 to go out with your friends. Who told you he's not a member? You're taking the money because you like it. Because they've not shown you the snake yet, does not mean he's also not part of it. That's what I'm trying to like make you guys understand. You are not supposed to be behaving as if you are angels in situations like this. You are supposed to just be advising yourself and not screaming, snake, snake, snake. Everybody has a different thing. What if the person you are collecting the 5K from is not going to show you a snake? What if the person has used you already for the rituals by just putting the money in your hands? Did you think about that? No, you did not think about that. But you're sitting on the internet and you're talking about, hey, snake, and she even put it in her. Y'all killing me. They said she even put it in her and she was feeling good. Obviously, that was the aim of the thing. They did, like, reading what she said, the thing was for her to put it in her and then feel good. You see it as a snake, but it was a planned evil. Do you understand? It was a planned evil. So no matter what, she was going to feel good. That is literally what the man told her. I don't know which part, but he said she should put it in her, she's going to feel good. That means it's a planned evil. He knows that when she puts it in her, she's going to feel good. So it's not like she, in her right senses, felt good. What if it also thought about it in the sense that she wasn't herself when she did that? You people believed when people were like taking people's phones. You remember there was a time in our lives when like in Legon and stuff like that, you just be walking, somebody be talking to you, maybe talking about the word of God and stuff like that, and the person's going to tell you, take your password of do this, hypnotize you in some kind of way, and then take your phone away. You guys believed when that story came, so why don't you also like administer it? I don't know whether the English I just spoke makes sense, but why don't you also like put it in the sense that she was probably also hypnotized, but she doesn't know she was hypnotized? Because you know, on the normal, she would have never put a snake in here. She's probably really scared of a snake. You should know. Everybody's scared of a snake, but she put it in here. So that should tell you something. Like, that is supposed to tell you a lot of stuff. Like, so many things are happening in this world that a lot of you don't know about. Even me, I don't know about it. But how everybody is handling this situation is just tearing me apart, because I feel like that's not how it's supposed to be dealt with. You're not supposed to be insulting her. You're not supposed to be making her feel less of herself. You're not supposed to be saying all those type of stuff at this point, because she already has given up, as you can see. I am bothered. I don't know about you, but I'm really bothered because she has already given. I don't know her. I don't even want to know her. But you can clearly see that she has already given up on life. And then imagine if she typed that herself on social media. That means she is still on social media. The only problem is she has this whole maggot and stuff coming out of her. So imagine she's scrolling through social media and she's seeing all your comments. Now you guys are going to be the reason why she's going to be suicidal. And you guys are going to be the reason why she's going to take her life. And then you are the same people who come on the internet and be like, oh, she died. Let's pray for her. May her soul rest in perfect peace. Be for real. You are the cause of her death if she dies, because you're doing too much. Like, I feel like this is not something you're supposed to be shocked and screaming about. Everything happens for a reason. Know this and know peace. There is definitely a reason why this happened to her. Maybe she's supposed to learn a lesson. Maybe she's supposed to die through this. Maybe she's supposed to use it to get to know God well, because God is telling her the next time don't do something like that. Maybe, you never know. There are so many different reasons why something like this could happen. But the best thing you can do, say a prayer for her. If you know her, reach out to her and let her know that it's going to be fine, even if it's not going to be fine. People in those situations just need stuff like that. You can also try to tell her to increase her faith in God and stuff like that. You are not supposed to be reminding her that she's stupid for inserting the snake, because that girl did not happily insert the snake. Don't try to be telling people how to react in situations that you yourself have not been put inside. If you were in that situation, you would have probably been dead. You have no idea. You're not supposed to be telling people how to feel when you are not the one feeling the way they are feeling. Don't tell anyone how to feel when you have not felt it before. Like, you guys don't know what she went through. You just looked at the story she's saying all sorts of stuff about her, insulting her, dragging her, posting it on the internet. Everybody's commenting on lots of stuff. Yes. She's very wrong. What she did was very stupid. She made social media fool her. She did this. She did this. Now she knows. You're not supposed to tell her. She knows. You're supposed to use it to advise yourself, because you are also taking money from somebody you don't know. That's all. Like, that's what is even bothering me. You are taking money from somebody you don't know, collecting money from people, going out, going to the clubs, all these men, following them, doing this. The only difference between you and that girl is they showed her a snake, but they have not showed you the snake yet. So I personally think you're not supposed to be doing what you're doing right now. All you should do is advise yourself, and then does it pray for the girl. She needs your prayers. Maybe you are very, like, you have a strong faith and stuff like that. You can pray for her. God answers prayers. He's gonna hear everybody and see that, oh, everybody is talking for this girl, stuff like that. You're not supposed to be behaving the way you guys are behaving at all. I honestly just wanted to give my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it. You can let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I don't want you to agree with me. I'm just letting you know exactly how I feel about what is going on and how everybody is reacting to it, because I know what she did is very wrong. She's not my friend. I don't understand why she did that, but it's not even meant to be understood. She literally said that it is a spiritual thing. Why are you trying to understand spiritual stuff when you don't have spiritual understanding? Like, that's what you should be thinking about. Because right now, you're just stressing yourself and insulting somebody for something that she was spiritually forced to do in a way. She literally took that man's money for a lot of times. Do you know how, like, he probably was giving her the money to lure her into doing it? Do you know what was behind the money he was giving her? You have no idea. You're just here saying she put a whole snake. And what even shocks me is that she said she came like be for real. It was planned. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Maybe I'll be coming with my opinions anytime something pops up, because this